What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Long time no see. To be honest, I haven't made a video in a hot minute because there hasn't been a whole lot of Marvel Legends hitting the market here in Australia. Pretty much most waves are coming out in April here, so expect a lot of videos in April from me. But you know, between that time of me waiting for Marvel Legends, I've decided to get my hands on a couple Mafex or Mafex. I'm not sure how you say it. We'll say Mafex figures. And yeah, I thought I'd review a couple of these, and I'll probably make a couple other types of videos in between my reviews so I can post consistently, but I'll have a think about it. But for today, we are reviewing the black costume / symbiote Spider-Man from Mafex. And spoiler alert, I love this guy. But let's get into it. We'll check out the box before we check out the figure here. All right, so having a look at the box here, we've got the black symbiote Spider-Man down here at the bottom, or black costume, whatever you want to call it. The Amazing Spider-Man logo, which looks pretty cool. The Mafex. That's how you know you don't have a knockoff. Is it'll say Mafex entirely. I think the knockoffs actually just say MAF, and then they don't have this shiny thing down here. And so that's how you'll know you don't have a knockoff. But yeah, so that's the front of the box. Got Symbiote Spider-Man swinging right there. Got Peter Parker checking his hands out, his new costume out right there. Got some whip action happening there, and yeah, that's pretty much the entire box. I've already cracked into it, so you can see some of the accessories are out of there, but we'll get into the accessories shortly. So yeah, that's the box. Let's check out the figure. All right, and here we have the black costume Spider-Man, which overall I'm digging the look. I think I prefer the smaller eyes over the bigger eyes, but they only gave us two options with big eyes, one more angrier than the other. But overall, I mean, I still really like. I love the look of it still. I like his how his the wrinkles here on his head are showing him that he's angry. Let me get my focus right. So that's pretty cool. And then overall, mine actually doesn't really have any QC issues. The paint looks overall pretty good. If we get a little bit closer of a look here, you'll see that there's a little bit of paint chipping, and it's not perfect. And I think that's because the spider is sculpted, so the paint isn't applied perfectly. But well, and that's another thing. This arm kind of pops off easy if I lift it up too high. So actually, I've noticed that actually happens with quite a bit of people's symbiote Spider-Mans. So keep an eye out for that. I think that's kind of a common thing with this figure. There we go. We'll just lift this arm up. So yeah, you can kind of see it's not perfect. But besides that, I'm pretty happy with this Spider-Man. My legs are a little bit stiff, so I might have to get some silicone oil to loosen that up. I'll put it to the mic so you can kind of hear. Yeah, a little bit tight. I also love the blue that pops out on him. I'm dying to get the Mafex Venom. I think that's actually going to be reissued, which will be really cool. So the Venom also has the same thing. I think he actually has a little bit more blue than Spider-Man here, but it is pretty cool. In the comics, Venom's not like entirely black. He has a bit of that hint of blue, so that's pretty cool that they were able to add that in here. Overall, I mean, he's a pretty simple figure. It's hard to mess up a black costume Spider-Man because there's not much going on, but that's still it's still amazing. It's still a really phenomenal looking figure. And then he's got his little tramp stamp on the back. I find that funny. I'm like, that's a really random place to put your little Marvel logo, but you know, that's all right. It's hidden when he's standing up straight. Yeah, I'm aware that some people got this figure and had quite a bit of QC issues, like paint chipping and figure falling apart and things like that. But I've been lucky with this one so far. It's been pretty good. I've got a bit of a stiff neck, but yeah, that's essentially it. So nothing a little bit of silicone oil can't fix. But yeah, we will get into the accessories now. Okay, so for the first accessory he comes with is the alternate Peter Parker head with a bit of the symbiote goop crawling up his neck, which I think looks pretty sick. I swap between this head and the Big Eyes head. It's kind of cool to see the symbiote crawling up the neck. So that's the first accessory. And then the second one here is the other alternate head, which is the more angry eyes.
Mr. Angry Eyes!
Got the web holding hands, relaxed hands right here. The wall crawling hands, same but with magnets. The web thwipping hands. And then the magnet feet. Comes with a web backpack, which is pretty cool. I actually like to put this on my classic Spidey. It comes with a bunch of web accessories. I can't be bothered taking them all out. Yeah, they're a bit stuck in the box. So yeah, it comes with heaps of these. I'm pretty sure you probably are familiar with all the webs that these Mafex figures come with. So yeah, plenty of webs to mess around with. And then of course he comes with the flight stand. All right, so I'm gonna skip the articulation segment because I think everybody has seen the articulation of this figure, and to be honest, my joints are a little bit squeaky and tight, so I want to get that sorted before I do any kind of articulation. But also excuse my amateur posing here. Just want to put them in a dynamic pose to kind of show off some of the articulation. But yeah, one thing I want to note when you are moving these figures around, just be careful because they're not Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends, they're pretty durable. They're not all perfect, but most Marvel Legends you can kind of, be rough with. With this, you want to be a little bit more gentle. Also, real quick, I just wanted to state that this is homemade webbing from wire. It doesn't come with the figure. It's just looked a little bit more dynamic, so I put it with his pose here. If you guys want a tutorial on how to make some homemade wired web, just let me know down in the comments. You can look up tutorials on YouTube already. They're all over the place, but yeah, if you're interested, I can do it. So yeah, just wanted to state that real quick. Didn't want any confusion when they got their figure. They're like, where is this dynamic, crazy bendy web? It doesn't come with the figure. So here he is standing next to the Marvel Legends Shocker and the Marvel Legends Sandman, and I think he scales perfectly with Marvel Legends. That's why I went and got the Mafex Spider-Man. So yeah, quite happy with that. All right, guys, and that is the Mafex black suited Spider-Man. He's definitely hard to come by at the moment. You're gonna have to go to eBay and pay an arm and a leg for him. I was able to find a decent deal. I mean, still not as, not the price as if I were to get him when he was issued out by Mafex, but I was happy to get it because I don't know, I'm a sucker for Spider-Man and now these Mafex figures, so yeah, I went ahead and pulled the trigger. So yeah, happy with it, but you might want to wait for Mafex to reissue this figure before you blow a bunch of big money on it, unless you can find a good deal for it. The Marvel Legends one is great. I actually got rid of all of my Spider-Man Marvel Legend figures because I'm happy with these Mafex figures. I'll get into that in a different video. Besides that, great figure, love it. And yeah, I definitely recommend it. If you can find it for a good price, go for it. Don't go ahead and pay millions of dollars for it because these figures do break and it would suck to blow a bunch of money and then break your figure and just be like, great, there's $300 down the drain. So don't do that. But yeah, overall great figure, and I'm excited to puzzle him around some more and get some more Spider-Man or Mafex figures. So yeah, thanks for watching the review, guys. Sorry it's been a while. I plan to make some more videos, and yeah, I got another Mafex Spider-Man to review after this one, so we'll get into that. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Also hit that like button. Do all the YouTube stuff. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.